Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brad and Supercoach Pro. Today we're doing a round 10 Supercoach team preview, just my trades into the week and my VC and C options. I'll try to get live streams up and running again. I'll have to use StreamYard. I think they only give you like 20 hours a month though. So I might do some YouTube lives on my actual mobile and respond from that because for some reason YouTube live won't actually show my face to the audience or show them, but I won't be able to see how I look, I suppose, which is weird and you probably don't need to know, but it's just YouTube's been playing up hard. So I do apologize to anyone that's jumped on some test runs at the moment. I've been using all sorts of programs like OBS and stuff, and I just haven't got it going yet. So I've got to figure something out. I just don't really want to pay 240 a year for StreamYard right now. So I spent 190 today on a new tire, and that was a pain in the ass. So not fun when you get a puncture that's beyond repair with bulge. So yeah, or else I would have probably got StreamYard today. So anyway, get stuck in the side. I'll make this pretty quick. We've brought Oik Ryan in. All this yellow orange hair more looks like Clayton Oliver, mix of Ed Sheeran. But yeah, I did this week Ryan Air last week to bring him in, and then I had to do a last minute trade to bring in Clary because Buku got dropped. I didn't want to have all these dead rookies. So Ryan comes in, Sutherland comes in, I think. Just I've got a field whoever I bring in rookie wise, and I'm more confident in Sutherland scoring against Adelaide, if not named sub, than what I am with Bruce on the bench. Like he looks like he could be a sub candidate on that bench. So does Sutherland, mind you, but I think Harrison or whatever his name is will be the sub. So if Sutherland gets named sub, I'll flick to Revel. If he doesn't, I'll just keep it on field. And look, I think you can make a couple hundred, well, not a couple hundred, but at least 150K in 2, 3 weeks' time. Not too sure, but look, sometimes you just got to take a punt on these rookies. No rookie's that great. And Cadman, he's got to go out, and Robert's got to go out. I was going to trade out Reed, but I kind of can't because the issue is it combines my OPs. I'm VCing Ryan into Gorn, and Jones is going to be on the bench. But my issue is if I get rid of Harley Reid instead of Cadman, it means I have to field Cadman or Jones. Jones just dropped to 38. I mean, I could field him. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I'd rather field Harley Reid against Melbourne. He's got the CBAs. Just doesn't have the possessions to go along with the CBA numbers. I don't know. Clayton Oliver and Petrarca be Reed, and I don't know who they've got in there at the moment. Tim Kelly and whatnot. Maybe he gets a good look at it. I know he's going to drop some cash this week, but I don't want to lose too many points. I just think Reed outscores Jones and Cadman by a fair margin. So um, I can cop the price hit too, I suppose. Like I'm going to go Reed to Tom Green next week anyway, so I don't need all the cash out of Reed this week. It's just a matter of do I want points on field or do I want to field a Jones or a Cadman that could give me under 40 points? Or do I take a punt on Reed and hopefully he bangs out 80, 90? Is the 50 points marginal? Not too sure. It kind of stuffed up my plans when, Closey went under 50 because that would have been a different option. I would have actually taken a punt on some of these other moves. But now I've got dead rookies all over the bench. I thought my cash in was looking good. Graham and Rogers, not sure if they come back in that side after thumping the Cats now. Stewart didn't even have a mark in that game. I think that's the first time he's never had a mark or something like that, statistic wise. And conditions didn't suit him, but Ben Wong playing a hard game on him. And I told you guys this, I hate the pick. I hate Tom Stewart as a pick. People ask me in my live streams, and yeah, I'm taking a Mickey the way he runs and stuff, but I don't see the merit in bringing him in until he finds good form. So hopefully you guys didn't jump on. I started the bloke, or else I wouldn't have him in my side at all. Especially when you have players you watch them all year. And here's one I've kept an eye on, and I just haven't seen anything from him. He just gets tagged, which is quite annoying. And he might just be D7 to be completely honest. Like I might try to find a way to grab Jaden Short and these other players that bottom out over the next few weeks, regardless of calf tightness and stuff like that. Maybe these options are better than your Sheasels as well. Like if you can cash out Sheasels this week, I wouldn't hate it at all. I mean, Fish is probably the hot topic too. I could have done something extremely ugly, and this is, I think, of really strange things, I suppose. But instead of Luke Ryan and Sutherland, the issue with Sutherland, I think he scores is a good 75, 80, so no different to bringing in Fisher perhaps this week. But I could do something like this, and it looks disgusting on paper. and you guys are going to hate this, but say if we moved Reed to the actual forward, to the midfield for a week, around 9 scores, you could grab Fish because McKerch is out for a while. I think it's going to be 4 to 6 week with a foot stress. It hasn't said it's a fracture, but I feel like it's more than likely going to be that. And I don't feel like they bring him in before his bye. Like, he's only a kid, so there's no point risking him. So could have Ryan and Sutherland on the field this week, or go something completely ugly. And I was saying this in our little Twitter group with some of the other creators, and I hadn't showed them this, or else I'll probably get banned. But I don't think I'd actually get banned from that group. But I was thinking something wild, like Sam Taylor could do a job. Oh, you guys didn't come at me when I said Bailey Dale and Stephen May, but Sam Taylor got injured here with a 13, despite his ugly 68, and he's actually running scores all right, 127, 94, 93, 84, 75, and then that was the injury, the concussion game. So could do worse than Sam Taylor, honestly, but he could be like year 90 averages for now. It could be something like that, or potentially Jaden Short. I just don't know where the points are coming for Richmond, though, if we're going to get smashed every week. Like, he does take kickouts and whatnot here and there, but we've got Brisbane and Geelong, and they're going to get pummeled. So those 360s are what concern me with Short. I've never really seen him do 3 in a row. Really, sometimes you see back-to-back bad scores from Short, but not normally 3, and then the calf tightness, and then out for 2. So it wasn't out for a long time. I wouldn't be grabbing it if he missed, 4 or 5 weeks. If I'd be paranoid as. But considering it's in 2 weeks, it was just a tweaker. It could be something like Fisher and Short over Ryan and Sutherland, but I feel like Ryan and Sutherland outscore Fisher and Short even, just on paper. And there was another player that I was looking at. I can't remember who it was now. But it was also another disgusting pick where you guys would have been like, what the hell are you thinking? But sometimes these pay off. Look, if I had went Dale and May, over a month ago now, I'd be laughing and you guys would be like, well, what a genius. So, even the Burgoyne pick before his role changed, he did all right. Joe Richards, you could probably look at next week, but it could be, Fisher and Short, but I feel more safe with Ryan and Sutherland because I feel like Sutherland could probably get the same amount of points as Sam Taylor and Jaden Short each week. And then on the flip side to that, he'll make 100K. And if I have to trade him out over the buys, it doesn't matter. I just need a quick upgrade cash. It doesn't leave me of anything buying Ryan. I could grab Zorko this week, but I just kind of want to wait until after his buy because bringing a 35-year-old guy with soft tissue frightens me. So next week plan is Green, and then the week after Rao. I don't care about the buys too much. I just want to upgrade the side and pick the players at their cheapest price, like I did with Clary. So yeah, VCing Ryan against St Kilda feels like a no-brainer to me. He dropped a 170 on him last time, and St Kilda leaked the most points to defenders, which we've heard 1 million times. But seriously, like 171 is just so appealing for me. And his high scores here, like 197, 165, 140, 130, 127. If this was a midfielder, you'd be picking him. So, yep, you can wait on his price, sure, but I don't mind the bias. I know I've got a lot of players that buy. If we have a look at round 13 buy, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5 primos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 primos from that buy, which is probably too much in all honesty. But I don't really care. I honestly do not care about that buy because I've actually got rookies to cover there anyway. So more closely maybe. So I'm too short here. I don't know if these guys will even come back, but I feel like I can always field some rookies in that buy anyway to counterbalance my primos being missing and whatever. So I won't grab any more for that buy, or else I will be stretching my team out a little bit, especially if these guys don't play again. Maybe Graham comes in for Davis or whatever his name was for that Gold Coast guy that was a sub. Back Andrews out, so I don't think it opens a opportunity for Graham position-wise unless they move someone back and Graham fills a void in the midfield. But he played all right in the VFL the week before, so it wasn't really a resting. It was actually a dropping. And then Rogers, who knows of that? Maybe he plays next week if there's someone like Berry they want to rest potentially. But it doesn't look good for Gold Coast rookies in general. And yeah, so we didn't get to do jump on, jump off. Steve misread my text, which is fine. We have different shift times, so it didn't work out this week. Maybe I'll go through it quickly. I got a marketplace thing to sell though, so I probably won't spend too much time on the trade out, trade ins, but maybe just a quick glance of what I think if my internet goes with it. I'll just say like a brief 30 seconds about him. Reed, yep, you can trade out. He's hit his break even. His break even's too high for what he's going to produce this week. So I don't hate that at all. Or you could keep him for another month. It feels like the McCurch to play. He might turn around, but I don't think he'll max out that price ever again. Roberts, yeah, you can trade out. Has been dropped or rested, whatever you want to call it, but the wing roll's disgusting. Graham, you can get rid of because he might find it hard to crack in before the buys. Job security wise, Fife, you probably just hold actually. I probably wouldn't trade him out. He'll probably come down in price for other people to grab as an F7, but when he's not sub, he's actually scoring okay. Cadman can go, he's done his job. Massimo can go, he's well and truly done his job. He should have been gone a month ago. Colby Kircher, you're probably trading, to be honest, with the injury front. Could be wrong on that, but no doctor, of course. But I just think he's a trade. I don't think he comes back before buyers. I was saying Howes, you could probably trade, but he does play West Coast. Williams, I think he's a trade, regardless of him being back in. He's like so injury prone, and Harvey Thomas is sub candidate a lot of the time. So yeah, most of those you could trade out. Now the trading ins interesting. Sutherland's more highly owned, so I feel like it's based on the break even. Job security is probably just as bad as Bruce, to be honest. It's a hard one. I don't even really get a clear gauge. I wish I was a Collingwood or Brisbane fan to actually know specifically who's meant to come into the lineups, but they've both got shaky security, in all honesty. So I'm just going for what I think makes the quickest cash before they get dropped or become sub, and I think it's Sutherland. Regardless that Bruce plays Richmond, his tog is disgusting. But I will have to bring him in if Sutherland is sub, because Collingwood actually will go with a decent lineup. Zorko, yep, I actually don't mind the pick. I've actually liked it for a couple of weeks now. Before a couple of weeks ago, I did not. But yeah, I think he's a good pick, good value, and you don't want to pay 600K for the bloke. So I do understand the merit for that. He's top 3 forward, clearly. And then Joe Richards, I wouldn't go a week early. You need a downgrade for next week. So, no, I don't agree with that one. Butters, yeah, bring him in. Or Ryan, yes, bring him in against St Kilda. A lot of people doing that. And Sarong. So I agree with the 3 primos and Heaney, of course, as well. And then Fisher, yeah, I can see the merit. I thought he'd be higher pick. Maybe it's just a social media thing. But that's because he's taking McCurch's role. He's taking kick out. She's not back there. So all those picks are justifiable in their own merit. And then Petrarca as well. I've been looking at him. I think he's still decent. So I like all those shouts. I'm going to leave the video there. I'll work out my streaming times. Hopefully, do a Sunday night stream. I might even do a test run on StreamYard now that I've got some free hours in it, because you do get like up to 20 hours free. So anyway, VC Luke Ryan into Gorn for me. It was going to be Ryan into Butters, but I think I'll just play it that way. And then, yeah, hopefully I get no weight outs or else my bench is stuffed for once, which I didn't think would happen before the buys. And of course, carnage happens. And look, if you got Yo, he's not named again, which is quite annoying for those owners. And then McGovern feels like that might be a laid out potentially. But what stuffed me up is if Sweet doesn't get named, and that's my plan for the Ryan and Sutherland move. But I haven't actually made a plan if he does get named. I just feel like he's on extended bench, so it doesn't look great with the ins they've got. So, look, if I do have a slight trade plans, I'll put it on my actual Twitter, Supercoach Pro 91. But if not, I'm just leaving it as is because I just have a bad feeling about Sweet. Garcia, probably a sub, is he, or something like that? Not good. So, yeah, cash gen. I think people are over, thinking they've got good cash gen, but in hindsight, if you look at your field, you might be struggling in the buys, and I think I might be one of them. It's funny how a fortnight in Supercoach fantasy worlds can sort of flip on its head when you think you got good job security rookies, and all of a sudden you're going to bring in sketchy ones. This time of year, always going to bring the sketchy ones because they haven't cracked in the side for 2 months, and now they're rookies you're relying on to make you cash over the next 4 or 5 weeks and play the buys. So if you want to go down the mid-price route, like I was looking at before, purely just for job security or eyes, like a Fisher and a Short, at least they're going to play over a Sutherland and Ryan, which is 1 out of 2 will play, but the other 2 are best 22. So depends how you want to play the game. So many different outcomes. And yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts for my team. I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching again. Like and sub if you're new, and yeah, really appreciate all the